night sleigh bells are ringing, but nothing feels right. You remember when you were maybe 5 years old, and you went out in the morning, and you took a look at the day, and it was a very, very beautiful day. And you took a look at the flowers, and they were very beautiful flowers. 25 years later, you went out in the morning, you took a look at the flowers, they are wilted. The day isn't a happy day. Well, what has changed? You know they're the same flowers, it's the same world. Something must have changed. Probably it was you.
L. Ron Hubbard.
The snow is falling, and the flowers are all dead, but don't give up yet. It's all inside your head. It's time to celebrate. It's time to open up your eyes. It's time to raise your voice. It's time to sing it to the skies. It's a happy day, and the flowers are in bloom if you are not okay. We know you will be soon. There are people hurting, people just like you. They know something's gone wrong, but they don't know what to do.
Well, we're here to tell you there's a way to start again. First you open up your eyes, then your heart and mind, and then
It's time to celebrate. It's time to open up your eyes. It's time to raise your voice. It's time to sing it to the skies. It's a happy day, and the flowers are in bloom if you are not okay. We know you will be soon. Dance break! Hey, it's a happy day. Hey, it's a holiday. It's a happy day. Hey, it's a holiday. It's a happy day. It's a holiday. It's a happy day. It's a holiday.
Rejoice, jubilate, celebrate, because today we tell the stories of stories. Today we spin the tales of tales. Today we relate the life of L. Ron Hubbard, teacher, author, explorer, nautical engineer, atomic physicist, choreographer, horticulturist, and father of Scientology.
before we begin, I'd like to remind the people here tonight that the words Scientology, Scientologist, Dianetics, and the name L. Ron Hubbard are registered trademarks owned exclusively by the Church of Scientology.
I want to be Elron. You were Elron last year. This time it's my turn.
You're too big to play L. Ron.
Oh, shut up! I'm going to be Elron, and none of you can stop me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Stop it, all of you! We all know what an honor it is to play Elron. Teacher, author, explorer, nautical engineer, physicist, choreographer, horticulturist, and father of Scientology. As Elron said, ideas, not battles, mark the forward progress of mankind. She will be Elron.
It was born in Nebraska
his name, there is no other. L. Ron Hubbard.
And so, young Ron set sail looking for life's most important questions. And first, he went to Hawaii, also known as the Aloha State.
Aloha.
Aloha. My name's L. Ron Hubbard.
What does the L stand for?
It stands for looking. I'm looking for the answers to life's most important questions.
Oh, like what?
Why are we here? Where are we going? How can we be happy?
I don't know.
Next, L. Ron went to New York City, the city that never sleeps.
Big Apple bus tours, come and get your tour of the Big Apple.
I'm a skyscraper.
Excuse me. I'm here to discover what really matters.
What? I said the only thing that matters in life is success.
Then what about happiness and fulfillment?
Finally, L. Ron went to China, home of the Great Wall of China.
I've come to your country to try to find the meaning of life.
The meaning of life cannot be found in this world. In fact, this world does not exist. It is merely an illusion.
Then how can we be happy?
Life is suffering. To achieve true happiness, you must accept that your life is an illusion and give up all worldly things.
Give up worldly things? Then how would that lead to happiness? No, you don't have the answers either.
Sorry. Ron returned to the States. He'd been searching for life's most important answers, but he still hadn't found them. And so, he turned to science. Hello, young L. Ron. I'm George Washington. Welcome to my university.
Thank you. I'm here to search for the answers to life's most important questions.
Well, I hope you find them here. L. Ron excelled in physics, and soon he learned to harness the power of the atom.
Mr. Washington, I've learned to harness the power of the atom, and yet my questions are still not answered. How is it that the human condition has made such advances in science and hasn't found the key to happiness?
I cannot tell a lie. I don't know.
Even our founding father doesn't know. I've given up on trying to find someone else to give me the answers to life's questions. There are millions of people who go through life lost, confused, and frightened, all looking for someone else to give them the answers. But there's no one out there for them. No one. So I will give them the answers. I will give them the key to happiness, the reason to live.
And so, L. Ron became a writer. In a series of philosophically complex, deeply moving stories, L. Ron explored these issues of life and existence, inspiring millions in the process with thought-provoking classics like
Murder at Pirate Castle,
Death's Deputy,
The Dangerous Dimension.
Typewriter in the sky.
Slaves Asleep. L. Ron's science fiction adventure novels were so successful that Columbia Pictures called. They wanted him to make movies in Hollywood. L. Ron started hanging out with celebrities, and he made a lot of money.
It's amazing how quickly you become successful.
It's not that hard, really. Write stories that ask questions about the human condition.
It's true. I never thought about those things until I picked up one of your books.
And now, I bet your life is much deeper and more fulfilling.
It is, Ron. It is. I also love the parts with aliens.
Everything was going very well for Ron. He finally felt that he was making a difference.
But then, war came.
I'm wounded. After a bloody battle, L. Ron was stranded in a vast empty ocean in a lifeboat, with a wounded soldier at his side. Together, they desperately waited for help to arrive.
Do you think we're going to die?
No.
I think we're going to die.
You're not going to die. Someone's gonna find us, don't worry. My name is L. Ron Hubbard.
What does the O stand for?
Live, which is what we're going to do.
I'm scared.
You know why you're scared? Because you're not thinking rationally. You're letting fear take over. Don't.
I can't help it.
Yes, you can, Donald. You underestimate the amazing power of the human mind.
The only power of the human mind is the power to hurt others. I used to believe that people were good, that they were answers to life's questions, but then the war came, and I saw the truth.
War happens because people get angry and scared. Emotions are confusing. That's why people need someone to lead them.
What are you, some kind of guru or something?
I guess I am in a way. I'm someone searching for answers.
Well, maybe you can answer this question. Why am I going to die in the middle of the Pacific, thousands of miles away from everyone I love?
You're not going to die. Why have you given up hope?
Because I've seen how awful the world can be. Because I have a very bad feeling about this. There's something about the smell of the seawater.
What about the smell of the seawater?
I don't know, but I think it reminds me of Father's rowboat. My father had a lot of rules about his rowboat. The most important rule about the rowboat was to never take the rowboat out by myself. Well, one time I did anyway. But the current was too strong and I fell out of the boat. I thought I was going to die. My lungs were filling with water. I couldn't breathe, but then my father pulled me out. I hugged him so tight because he had saved me. But then he said, "You broke the rules. It would have served you right if you died." Then he hit me.
It's all right, Donald. And you're not afraid of the seawater. You're afraid of your memory.
Don't touch me.
You have to let your memory go.
What do you know about it? You're a man. Stay away from me. Let me die in peace.
You're not going to die. Why have you given up hope? You have to believe. Can't you just believe? We all look for answers, but no one gives us answers. Don't you let it stop you. Don't you let it stop you searching. We all feel afraid. We all feel afraid sometimes. Don't you let it scare you. Don't you let it scare you too much. Sha-la-la, 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 sha-la-la. Everyone is lost. Everyone is lost or losing. Don't you let it get you. Don't you let it get you down. There is so much suffering, and I know you're hurting, but you'll go on living. Take it slow. The answers lie within. So don't you give up hoping. No, don't you give up hoping. Not now. You must keep believing. Belief is is gonna save you somehow.
And Elrond was right. Just that moment, they were passed by a fishing vessel. Elrond returned from war, a hero.
And he learned something too.
I have traveled far, I have studied hard, but I still had failed to find the key to being free, the way to be happy, the science of the mind. But then one night in the war, I found what I was looking for. I saw how emotion can make you blind. And I could finally see the key to being happy, the science of the mind. We are the mind and you've discovered our science. We're made of two parts in a delicate alliance. The first part's analytical, it makes you think clear.
The second part's reactive, it's full of emotions like fear.
The reactive mind holds all your memories of pain.
Reactive mind is what makes you go insane.
The way to solve your problems is to remove that part today. Say, get out, reactive mind, and send it on its way. Take that, reactive mind, take that. That's right, throw them out.
No.
Thank you, analytical mind, you have helped me find the answers I have been searching for. Thinking rationally is the way to be happy and the key to learning more. Now the sun will shine and we'll be just fine. We have got the science of the mind. Now the sun will shine and we'll be just fine. We have got the science of the mind.
With the help of his analytical mind, Ron discovered a new science. He called it Dianetics.
When you were younger, every day was happy. Every smell was good, every song was beautiful, every taste was delicious. And then you grow up, and then you realize that some days aren't happy. Some smells make you angry, some songs make you cry, some tastes make you sick. And you think, the world is falling apart. But it's you that is falling apart. When you were younger, awful things happened. And every single time something awful happened, it imprinted itself in your memory. Let's call these unconscious memories engrams. Each engram is tied to a sensation. When your father took you out on his rowboat and he hit you, that engram is tied to the smell of the seawater. When your sister broke her toe dancing to the hokey pokey, that engram was tied to the sound of the hokey pokey. When your mother passed out drunk at the dinner table, that engram was tied to the taste of spaghetti. So whenever you smell the seawater, whenever you hear the hokey pokey, whenever you taste spaghetti, it brings back those awful memories. You get angry, you get sad, you get sick. But no matter how angry, no matter how sad, no matter how sick, you cannot give up. There is hope, and it has a name, Dianetics.
Dianetics has changed my life.
Dianetics has answered all my questions.
Thank God for Dianetics.
No, thank Elrond.
Now the sun will shine and we'll be just fine. We have got the science of the mind. Now the sun will shine and
Ron to learn about Dianetics that he formed a church. He called it the Church of Scientology.
Come, join the Church of Scientology. For a modest fee, the Church of Scientology will be able to cast out your engrams so you'll be able to think clearly. You'll be able to think rationally and objectively in all aspects of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you want to think clear?
Mr. Hubbard, I have a question.
What is it?
Aren't emotions what make us human?
No, emotions are what makes us weak.
But without emotions, we'd all be like robots.
No, without emotions, we'd live in peace and harmony.
You're right.
Of course I'm right.
I want to be clear.
Well, you can be. You can be.
Now the sun will shine and we'll be just fine. We have got the science of the mind. Now the sun will shine and we'll be just fine. We have got the science of the mind.
Now, it was time to spread the word throughout the world. First, Ron went to Hawaii.
Aloha.
Hi. You may remember me from when I traveled the world during World War II. My name is L. Ron Hubbard. I'd like to invite you to join the Church of Scientology.
We don't want to join the Church of Scientology.
Why not?
We've read that the Church of Scientology preys on the weak and confused, specifically targeting children, the poor, the depressed, and the addicted, exploiting their loneliness and confusion and subjecting them to mental and physical abuse.
But it is exactly those people who need our help. And we don't abuse them. We provide them with the strict structure they need to cast out their engrams so they can think clearly.
But
Don't you want to think clearly?
I guess we do.
Of course you do.
You're right.
Of course I'm right.
Next, L. Ron went to New York City.
I've come to give you the gift of Scientology.
Your church isn't a gift. You charge exorbitant fees for participation in your programs. Although the first Scientology course costs only $15, later courses cost thousands of dollars an hour. In addition to course fees, the church forces its members to purchase your books and tapes at huge markups. The church has driven many of its members to financial ruin with these high costs. You say that your church is for everyone, but how can this be true if it's so expensive?
How much did you pay for your cell phone? $50. How much did you pay for your shoes? $100? How much did you pay for your apartment? You pay for all of these things, and yet you won't pay for the gift of knowledge, for the science of the mind. But Scientology is priceless.
You're right.
Of course I'm right.
Finally, L. Ron went to China.
Come, join the Church of Scientology.
We don't want to join. Your church forces its members to cut off ties with their families and friends and commit their lives completely to the church. Then when these members become depressed, the church prevents them from seeking help from loved ones or even mental health professionals. There are a number of documented cases of Scientologists committing suicide. One Scientologist took his own life after the church drove him bankrupt. He jumped off a balcony clutching his last few dollars in his hands.
Why would you need a family when you have the church? Why would you need mental health when you have Dianetics?
Well,
And what are a few deaths compared to the millions of lives we've saved?
you're right.
Of course I'm right. Let's sing.
Now the sun will shine and we'll be just fine. We have got the science of the mind. Now the sun will shine and we'll be just fine. We have got the science of the mind.
You know, Ron, we've told these folks all about your life and achievements, but we haven't told them quite how Scientology works.
You're right.
Hey, Elron, can I take this one?
Take it away.
Good idea. The main process of Scientology is called auditing. In an auditing session, an auditor uses an e-meter to help a pre-clear to identify his engrams.
Auditing? E-meters? I'm confused.
That's okay. We've prepared a small presentation to explain these important terms using puppets. There is someone who can help you. He is called an auditor. He will hook you up to a machine that's called an e-meter. There are 2 electrodes that you hold so tightly in your hands. Then he turns it on and you will feel a shock running through your glands. But don't be scared. Throw off your cares and open up to Mr. Auditor.
An auditor is someone who asks you questions and monitors spiritual changes in energy.
This is an e-meter, short for electropsychometer. The e-meter is composed of a dial connected to 2 electrodes. When the electrodes are held, an electric current is sent rushing through the body, measuring changes in spiritual energy.
Pre-clear, an individual who still has his reactive mind and thus is not yet clear. The pre-clear answers questions while holding the electrodes of the e-meter.
He will ask you many questions and he will watch the e-meter dial. He will see what makes you sad and he will see what makes you smile. There is energy in your mind that moves the dial when you feel things. He will watch it and he'll watch you. He will help and he will heal things. Yes, he's here to heal. Yes, he's for real. So open up to Mr. Auditor. You can tell him all your problems. He will listen. He will solve them. You can end your sleepless nights. Just hold those electrodes tight. He'll make it alright. He will make it alright. These are some actual questions asked during auditing sessions used by the Church of Scientology.
Do you smile much? No. Are you a slow eater?
No.
Does emotional music have an effect on you?
No.
Does talking in front of people make you nervous?
No.
Do you ever get a dream about life? Like it all seems unreal. Do you sometimes wonder if anyone really cares? Do you sometimes wonder if anyone really cares?
Do you sometimes wonder if anyone really cares?
Anyone really cares?
Do you sometimes wonder
Do you sometimes
if
wonder
anyone really
if
cares?
anyone really cares?
Do you sometimes wonder if anyone really cares? Do you often feel upset about the fate of war victims and political refugees?
Yes.
Would you take the necessary actions to kill an animal to put it out of its pain?
No.
Do children irritate you?
No.
On that question, the needle on the e-meter moved. That means we have located an area of stress.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's because it's deep in your reactive mind. But through a special help of hypnosis, by obeying commands such as bow down and sit up, the pre-clear enters you into a trance state. You will feel a floating sensation and then a feeling of freedom. That means we have successfully removed an engram and you are one step closer to becoming a clear.
It all seems so simple.
It is simple, and soon enough it will be available to everyone, the world over.
Looks like we have a question, Ron.
Mr. Hubbard, what happens after someone becomes a clear?
Once someone has become a clear, he is invited aboard the Sea Org.
And what is The Sea Org?
The Sea Org is a mysterious and majestic ship that sails the Mediterranean with me in its helm. It is there that a lucky few are initiated into the highest levels of Scientology, where the mysteries of existence are revealed.
Wow. What kinds of mysteries?
I can't tell you. It is there only for those who make it aboard the Sea Org.
Come on, please tell us.
All right, since you asked so nicely.
Hey, Elron, I'll take this one. The following is completely secret and absolutely serious. It is the story of the universe, as described in the most sacred literature of the Church of Scientology. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the way it all began. 75 million years ago, there was an evil galactic ruler who ruled 76 planets, and his name was Prince Xenu.
I am Prince Xenu, evil alien galactic ruler.
Prince Xenu had a problem with overpopulation, so he quickly devised a diabolical solution. This is the way that it began, long before the dawn of man. And if you're sure to listen hard, you'll learn the truth of what you are. So what was Prince Xenu's diabolical solution for overpopulation? Why, don't you tell us, Xenu?
I brought all the people to my palace and served them a special brew. They all drank it down and found they couldn't move. I stacked the paralyzed bodies around the base of volcanoes. I lowered hydrogen bombs in and blew them all up so. All the souls left their bodies and flew into outer space. They traveled for millions of years. They traveled to many places, and when their traveling was through, they all found homes in humans. Now they're in our bodies. We call these souls Thetans, 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 woo! This is the way that it began, long before the dawn of man. And if you're sure to listen hard, you'll learn the truth of what you are. Now with the teachings of Elron, we can set these souls free from here. Our Thetans are holding us down. Without them, our minds can be clear. This is the way that it began, long before the dawn of man. And if you're sure to listen hard, you'll learn the truth of what you are. This is the way that it began, long before the dawn of man. And if you're sure to listen hard, you'll learn the truth of what you are.
What a fascinating story. Is that from one of your novels?
Hello, Donald.
You remember me?
Of course. From the lifeboat.
You know, I've been hearing quite a lot about you these days, Ron. You are such a celebrity.
If I am, it is only because I've saved so many lives. What have you been up to?
I'm now an employee of the Internal Revenue Service. In fact, I'm here on their behalf.
It is alleged that the high fees you charge for auditing and other church services have generated millions of dollars in profit, which you have laundered through Panamanian dummy corporations and stored in secret Swiss bank accounts. It is alleged that the Church of Scientology has coerced individuals into joining and remaining in the organization, despite the opposition of their families and loved ones. Furthermore, there is evidence that individuals aboard your Sea Org have been submitted to violent and abusive brainwashing techniques. And lastly, the Church of Scientology is charged with aggressively harassing, both legally and physically, individuals who have criticized it in the press or public arena.
We are taking you to court.
I'll be the judge. Elrond, how do you plead?
I am innocent.
The state presents the following evidence: 10,000 pages of tax records, bank statements, and court documents.
Those documents are nothing compared to the millions of lives I've saved.
Do you deny that your company grosses millions of dollars a year?
It is as you say.
Do you deny that you made the following statement in the May 1980 issue of Reader's Digest? If a man really wants to make $1 million, the best way would be to start his own religion?
It is as you say.
Do you deny that the L in your name stands for liar?
No, it stands for Lafayette.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a stupid name. The state rests.
I would like to call a witness in my defense. My first witness, ladies and gentlemen, is John Travolta.
Hi there, Ron. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John Travolta. As you know, I've been a successful actor for the past 20 years, and Scientology has played a major role in that success. As a Scientologist, I have the tools to handle life's problems. And I could say Scientology has put me into the big time. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, John. My next witness is Kirstie Alley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. By practicing Scientology, I have gained the courage I needed to conquer my drug addiction, enabling me to star in the fine television series, Fat Actress, and to promote the quality products of weight loss expert, Jenny Craig.
Thank you, Kirstie.
My pleasure, Ron.
My next witness is Elizabeth Moss.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I owe a great debt to Ron. As a lifelong practitioner of Scientology, I had the courage I needed to star in the hit television series. I think you know which one I'm talking about. Mad Men. A terrifying look into a time where women were horrifically controlled by and manipulated by powerful white men.
Thank you, Betsy.
Under your eye, Ron.
My next witness is Tom Cruise.
Hi, I'm Tom Cruise.
Thank you, Tom. See, I've helped change the lives of so many people. Here are some other rich and famous people I've helped.
Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson on the long-running syndicated animated sitcom The Simpsons.
Broadway actor James Barber, best known for his performances on Assassins and Phantom of the Opera.
Doug Doring, the CEO and creator of the online game Neopets in the early 2000s.
Don't forget authors Neil Gaiman and William S. Burroughs, famous lawyer Marcia Clark from the O.J. Simpson case, actress Kate Bornstein and Laura Prepon, Elvis' daughter and musician Lisa Marie Presley. Oh, and how could I forget? Celebrated King of Queens actress Leah Remini and...
Not anymore! All of those celebrities, for various reasons, have left and have often later said many damaging and negative things towards the Church of Scientology, especially Leah Remini. They are all known as suppressive people.
E-meters? Thetans? Suppressive people? There's so many terms, it's hard for me to keep up.
It's simple. A suppressive person is someone who possesses the characteristics and mental attitudes which cause them to violently oppose any betterment group or activity, specifically Scientology. Most times, suppressive people include reporters, government agents, psychiatrists, and/or advocates of psychiatry, or really anyone who vocally opposes and spreads misinformation about the Church of Scientology, which often includes anyone who leaves the church as well. It's important to disconnect from suppressive people and to cut off contact from them and their family entirely.
We're getting sidetracked.
Okay, wait. I have one more witness to call. And his name is Andy. And he is not a celebrity, at least not yet. Andy is an aspiring actor who showed up at one of our Los Angeles centers just last week. When he came to us, He was lost. He was confused. He was frightened. Scientology gave him hope. Andy, tell people your story.
Do you recognize this face? This is anyone's face. This is the face of people who struggle and suffer. When I came to this city, I was young, I was happy. I had dreams and I thought what made me hurt made me tougher. I had no job and I had no money. Sometimes I slept in an alleyway. I stole some food one time 'cause I was so hungry. I wish I didn't remember that day, but I remember how I cried till my eyes were red, and I remember how I wished that I was dead. I needed help, but no one knew me. I reached out, but they looked right through me. Then I found you, and you held me near. Your words were like raindrops washing me clean, making me clear. And I said, rain, rain, rain down upon me your mercy until pain, pain, pain is a memory. And I will do anything that you tell me, 'cause it's you who can set me free. Rain, rain, rain down upon me your mercy until pain, pain, pain is a memory. And I will do anything that you tell me, 'cause it's you who can set me free.
Now, Donald, I have some questions for you.
Permission to proceed.
Questions for me?
Yep, that's right. Do you smile much?
What kind of question is that?
Answer me. Do you smile much?
No.
Does emotional music have an effect on you?
No.
Does talking in front of people make you nervous?
No.
When hearing a lecture, do you feel as though the person is referring entirely to you?
No.
Do you ever feel sad and depressed for no apparent reason?
Sometimes.
Do you ever sometimes think about death, pain, and sorrow?
Yes.
Do you ever get a dreamlike feeling as though it's all unreal?
Maybe.
Is your life a constant struggle for survival?
Yes! Yes!
You are confused by your reactive mind.
You're right. You're right.
You need to become clear.
I do.
Do you want to become clear?
I do.
Bring me the e-meter. Now is the time to recall and cast out your memories. Cast out the memories of your father.
Yes!
Cast out the memories of the rowboat.
Yes!
Cast out the memories of pain and suffering and sorrow.
Yes!
Bow down. Sit up. Bow down. Sit up. Bow down. Sit up.
What happened? I feel like I'm floating.
You have officially
remember
become a clear.
I don't remember who I am.
You are now a Scientologist.
I am now a Scientologist.
We are Scientologists.
Sing! Rain, rain, rain down upon me your mercy until pain, pain, pain is a memory. And I will do anything that you tell me, 'cause it's you who can set me free. Come, join us.
The snow is falling on this holy winter night, and for the first time, everything feels right. This life is suffering, filled with doubt and filled with fear. Just don't ask questions.